shit keep going, it's nothing for us to do.
Yeah.
It's done.
It's done.
That bitch keep
Off the
going.
Sweet Head and Shoulders pattern. Like, it had to do this.
It had to
Going
do
up
this.
last week,
Let
though.
it do it.
Yeah,
Let's just let it do it. Let's
Yeah.
just let it pull back, and then you feel me. We'll catch our longs when it's time to actually catch longs, bro. If it's really pulling back, you gotta let this thing do its thing. Especially if your campaign is pull back long. All right, guys, welcome, man. It's Wednesday. As you can see, market is getting hit right now. Already broke out to the downside. Got our specs pretty much. Price is gonna give us a spread 4-hour buy, probably around this FOMC. Around last Monday low, which is last week's low, 66.40 area possibly. But yeah, markets is bleeding right now. We're in breakout rules. Yeah. Nothing much else to say about that. Every product has broken out to the downside. Look at the NQ fees. NQ just went crazy. What's the next level?
So weekly level at 24,403.
Okay. 24,403.
After that is Monday low. Monday low level, daily level 24,316. The most relevant and most likely where it's going if it doesn't hold at this weekly level right here at 24.4, it's probably going to go to the next weekly level. Last week low at 24,241. So
Okay.
we're looking at a pretty stretch off a good head and shoulders pattern. Remember we had that head and shoulders pattern yesterday at Friday low. Wednesday low was the breaker structure level for that head and shoulders pattern.
Yeah.
And when it broke it, lightning, all products, when it broke that shit, it lightning down. It was previous day low.
This is so good though, because everything is literally getting aligned right now, bro.
Yeah.
What it's doing right now, unwinding, like this, the wind up that it's been on is like the reason why it's been like a few trades in September.
Yeah.
So that's 9/12 week high, 24,395, 24.4. 9/11 week high.
It broke all the structure, like as far as the uptrend on the 4-hour. It's going for that swing. I think it's got to go there and take it out. And it's just going to stop there. Even if it crashes all the way down and stops at 24.4, it's still going to be a higher low.
Yeah, it's still going to be the nice pullback that you needed.
Yeah, so we just got to see how.
Hey, you see where it's going to win.
Maybe do my pressure.
Yeah, it's still the pressure.
Because I mean, these break, this is after all that structure breaking, it's quite different. You got to see some shit.
Yeah, it's no.
You gotta see some structure.
You don't have to
take
do
it
that.
Back over to fucking.
It's just like you don't have to do that. It's like, you feel me? Everything's going down. Prices under, breaking structure. Like we don't have to be the first people to buy this shit.
Yeah.
We can let this shit pull back. You let it pull back, then you buy it tomorrow.
Low on the ES is at 66.11. It's quite. It is pretty close.
Yeah, that's that FOMC low. That last Wednesday low, FOMC low, last week low.
I don't think it's gonna break more than that.
That's the next level because 41 last Monday low. 41 is getting fucking crushed right now. So next level is gonna be that FOMC low, which all actuality should get tapped.
Yeah, it should get tapped.
Maybe taken out. I mean, if niggas are still long from that point. You bought the rumor, now you sell the news. Alright guys, just tracking everything. You look over here on the right hand side, my right. This is the ES 4-hour chart right here. I already got an SL4 set up at 66.90 at FOMC high zone. And I'm just dragging the spread 4-hour line as price continues to go lower. Tracking it live. Pull back there. Jeez, AMD's gonna cry, yo.
Ready to put some shit out after 4.
Yeah.
Some place for bad with him at the end of the day. Better?
Oh yeah, Palantir hit my level.
Keep fighting.
Palantir hit my level. I mean, we in such a good position on
AMD.
It's like you just let them roll.
Yeah, you let those
You gotta
roll.
focus on the next play now.
Yeah, you focus on the next play. You just let those roll. For real, you gotta keep building up on it. You gotta have a play ready today.
Yeah,
If
because
you
we got
score
two
back, you gotta have a
contracts.
play ready.
For we probably our average is so low. We probably still in the win. Right outside.
Yeah. Yeah, we gotta find. This is the perfect day to find this play.
Yeah, we literally right under our average right now. So.
So we need it.
Mm-hmm. It's so early, 9:45, pulling back like this. It really could hit some demand. And
Yeah, so even previous day lows like 30 points away.
yeah,
Yeah, it's like 35 points away. It's interesting. I ain't gonna get too hung up on it, but it's definitely very interesting.
yeah, I just like the pullbacks so much.
Yeah, because we were so patient with the pull.
Yeah, so
Like clear strokes and shit. Yeah, it's gotta go with the second. Break out. So you gotta be a little careful.
yeah, I gotta be careful. It just makes it.
Sell, so if it's gonna crack, just let it crack.
Just let it crack. Yeah, it just makes it good. Like for real, you can. It's 9:45. It's a breakout. Price making new lows. We know all the structure points. From we could just be open to 11:30. You get three good. You know what I'm saying, 3 good candles breaking some structure to the upside on one of the products, then you might be able to participate. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta mind. Yeah, for real. That's my guy. And Palantir, niggas ready for Palantir. That bitch hit 173.11. Already up 3 points off that low. Shit. Yeah, boy. Fucking Palantir play yesterday was shit 585, which is 318. I needed to get down to like 270s, 250s. Now copy time.
How your target?
The video is looking good too.
Yeah, and gotta get in the video.
October 31st Expo. Shout out my pops, man. He's the best, bro. He's the best, bro. I'm gonna be taking care of that nigga like a kid. For real. Whatever. You have to listen to me. I was thinking about that yesterday. I'm like, well, that boy gonna have Christmas is like I had as a kid as an old ass man. You're gonna be bringing all that shit out. You're gonna be like
D watches, all types of shit.
You're gonna be like, like literally, bro. My Christmases as a kid was the best. Like his Christmases is gonna be ridiculous.
Gonna be going to the store, like playing his numbers for him, like gonna have his fucking 1 o'clock numbers at the house waiting for him.
For real, bro. And his evening numbers waiting for him. Feel me? Real OG, man. Alright, what I'm supposed to be doing right now?
Nothing.
Man, niggas hopped in front of that Palantir shit. Crazy, bro.
Hop in front of this market right now too.
Man, that bitch done jumped 4 points since open, man. Hit the buy level.
Boss, this is the time we, like, bro, this is it. This is what I like to see.
Where can I get in?
Right now we got a 66.
Can Like it in.
66, 31 spread long. And then 66, 90.
This is the dip.
This is it. This is the fucking dope. 66, 89. Spread, sell. So you spend. Where I just got the closing price on this candle. The anchor.
For the anchor.
Still got that lower buy on the anchor. Yeah, for real.
I'm with whatever my niggas, you feel me?
Yeah, I already know.
Nah, cause it's really
Because it's really that. If you wait for that, yeah, I feel you waiting on that confidence.
and it's like it's
different.
just like what we said. It's a different trade when it's coming off these lows.
It's different, bro. It's different. Like,
Feel me?
we have to, like, we know it's different.
Yeah, we know it's
We
different.
know it's
bro.
different. It's all
I
good.
ain't gonna lie, it's all
We know
good.
it's different. And I'm telling you, if I'm looking like, bro, look at this shit. Already. Like, the NASDAQ is going to fucking breathe off of this level, bro.
And
gonna
that shit was
breathe.
good.
It's going to breathe.
Nah, and the stocks are reacting at the same time too.
I mean, it makes sense, bro.
even AMD is covering everything, covering up.
The closest higher low that needs to be taken out on the NQ is 24,580. Yeah, so you're gonna have a few confirmation level busts. Same thing, like our instance with the ES, the closest breaker structure level on the NQ is that 20, pretty much 24.6, and then yesterday's low is 24.628. So we're gonna have to wait for that previous day low. But
we might have-
on the way we'll have signs.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what
what
I
I
mean?
was.
On
That's
the way we'll have breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
We'll have, as long as we identify the structure right now, like our breaker structure part of our plan is very important.
Very
for us.
important.
So like we can't go long. We can't even go long on NQ until it breaks 24,580. And previous day low is 24,623.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you get
So
what
it's
I'm saying?
telling you.
It's telling you.
That's what I'm talking about.
You can't
Okay.
do it. Yeah. Okay. So
That's
yeah,
what I'm
we
talking
get
about.
it.
I
We
like
get it.
that.
Yeah,
Cause that's a key thing.
Because we can just go off of, bro. We can see the market structure.
That's what
For
I'm
real.
saying.
It's lower lows and higher high and lower highs right now on
Yeah.
the 15. If you can mark out the closest lower high and the closest daily level, you'll be fine.
You'll
bro.
be fine, and then you could just wait. It's
The
so
only
early.
reason that I'm like, I think this shit might. I mean, it's a weekly level right here on the NQ. It just got real close to it. That 24,403 got 20 points off, so people could have bought right there, and then went ahead and got the fuck out.
Yeah,
You know what I
but
mean?
that ain't what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's not what I'm doing.
That's what niggas probably did that. But also, if niggas looking at a shift, you see how that 15-minute candle just did.
Yeah.
Went right up to that Asia low, a nonsense level. Went up to that London
the
low.
reason this shit is gonna sell is because ES is already under that weekly level. I'm watching on the NQ.
Nah, but
Right?
the weekly
11?
the weekly level.
It's a weekly level. I don't know what
It's that 66.54 911 high, ain't it?
It's that 66.61, 66.64 area 911 high. It's really
Yeah.
like 60. It's 66.
So 9/11 week, it's that Thursday high, 9/11 week, and it's the Friday high. So 66.54 to 66.64.
I got too small. Okay, I put dip there. Trying to get in position on UXL and the video today. The NV contracts have good average and like 12.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm about to say. Got my pops caught my eyes from pop watching the market like
Yeah, for real.
stocks dropping down. Feel me?
For shit show.
I'm like, hey, for shit show, pops.
You ain't missing that.
You ain't missing that, man, for real. Looking to set up some more positions. that's what you do. It's like, bro, I'm teaching my pops, like, yeah, it's this big red sell day, and he's already in the mindset, okay, what other positions we setting up? Feel me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, for real. So that's the main thing, bro. That's the main thing. Seeing you in the same mindset I'm in. All right, 9:55. Everybody got the ES spec. I got 66.31 spread 4 hour long. Last Monday low area longs on the ES. 66.90 FOMC high area shorts on the SL4. Yeah. Anchor yourself at 41. I know we'll be watching till tomorrow. So what you have for leader lager lunch? He's going off the core board.
Yeah, core board, bro. EQ lag and yes,
Damn, NQ 1% down.
Yeah, bro.
ES is 0.8 down.
Yeah.
And YM is 0.4 down.
Exactly.
So that makes YM leading.
Yeah, YM
Right.
leading. Yeah, YM leading.
I'm just trying to say it back in my head. YM
Yeah,
leading.
YM leading.
ES unch.
Yes,
NQ lagging.
Yeah,
Still,
and you can switch it if
that's
you want. You can say the lager is leading the downside, the YM is lagging the downside, and the ES is going.
yeah, so you can look at the way we said it first. Is looking at the overall. Looking at the
trend.
macro
Yeah,
trend.
the
It's like okay.
The seed of that is based off trend. The seed of
Brilliant.
that is based off trend.
Brilliant. Brilliance. Yep, I'm not compromising today. I'm not gonna compromise. Lo-fi really keeps me calm. Alright, in my window of opportunity, it's 9:57. What else do I gotta do right now? Let me go through and make sure I got the SL, so tap.
I wrote it down yesterday. I'm on a real room plan. I'm already a millionaire sitting in my Lambo in the sunshine. No words, just memories of what blood was shed for success. What is a random day in 2025?
Nothing.
Nothing,
nigga.
So I'll say no to this play
Right now.
I don't give a fuck.
You don't give a fuck about this play.
I don't give a damn about this play. I actually want to, in my mind, my heart of hearts knows, I really want to watch it drop more.
I needed to drop more.
I needed to drop some more. It's not enough. It's got to at least get the last week low and take out that swing low and then restart the buy structure.
Hey, we don't have to sell. You can just buy another.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to sell. We just let me know what y'all need. I'll send it to you.
Yeah. We're not gonna sell.
Yeah, we're not gonna sell. We're gonna hold those A and Bs.
Yeah, we're not gonna add into.
We're not gonna add into that one. We're gonna hold those ones. Let those go to the expo.
Yeah.
And we're looking at Palantir, Nvidia, and Tesla today to see if we can get into those.
Get into play.
Get into new plays.
Yeah.
Between today and tomorrow. So I'll let you know.
All right, I'm free today, so you can just come.
All right, perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
I'll just by myself here. DJ out.
All right, perfect. Okay.
Alright, DJ. That's crazy.
All right, we'll hit you in a few days.
Love you, Dad.
I was like, no, don't sell those.
Like, we're not selling
Nah,
nothing.
nigga, I'm not selling those. I thought I put the level down here. Oh yeah, 20, 9/11 week high.
This is crazy.
Yeah, this is what we need. Get this shit off. Get this shit down, bro. This shit gotta go to the flow, bro. I'm gonna just roll up. Man. Feel me?
I just wish I had the balls to drive this low.
Yeah, I would never.
Like, bro, the 15 just showed green on the NQ.
Yeah, and
That's
that's
the supply after
that
Thursday
fucking
night.
supply high. Same thing that fucking shit is yesterday.
50 points, still 50 points. It's a 50 plus. 50 points.
Anchor yourself. All right, and Q's in the buy zone.
Yeah, he's for sure in the buy zone.
Q's for sure in the buy zone. Alright, man. YM. Man, YM dipped. YM in a 50-point buy zone as well. These are just like the risks you don't have to take.
Hardly.
Or later, you don't have to. And he gave green on the. Man. Yeah, this shit. He's trying to have my number.
That's what I'm saying.
He's trying to
You
have
don't
my
a
number.
choice.
Yeah, you got a choice because it's broken out.
Yeah. I just like that.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit could really.
It could really go, but even where it closed down, it's like.
Yeah, bro, this shit could really fucking go from here.
Yeah. 46, 160.
What are the candles saying to each other? So. Then by the time it breaks the structure, bro, when you're gonna be playing, it's not gonna be under your day, bro. Yeah, it's probably gonna be. So if you're gonna take it down there, it's not gonna be in the side area. It won't be able to
Yeah, it won't be under
under
the 4 hours. It's gonna give us
So,
multiple
bro, this
reasons
shit,
not
I
to.
just hate because this is the beat. This is quite different than a normal breakout situation.
I agree.
It's quite different.
Yeah, same thing with green candle on YM as well. Wake down. Mm-hmm. Huh?
Fed Bunny just coming out at 10.
Boys on the Fed tour.
They've been in the blackout.
Yeah, they've been in the blackout. Yeah, I like it down here. It's just fucking.
I mean,
It's not. It's just not bad.
It's just the spread strat, and then if we just like kind of give it these breakout rules, then we don't have to get it. Like, you don't have to keep it low breakout, like high breakout.
Yeah,
Every time.
but that's all. That's all. Just saying that it's a lower probability trade. You know what I'm saying? And that'll tell you, okay, feel me, what you want to do in this situation. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't really. I mean, cause I don't fucking mind losing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just want to make sure we following the rules. So it's like.
I don't mind
So it's like, you know what I'm
Maybe
saying?
Rules. Yeah, I'm not gonna debate the rules. It is what it is. If we gonna count it as a breakout, then we gotta count it as a breakout. The breaker structure is gonna be at 20,
Yeah,
25, 80, and then there's no way you're gonna be able to put the stop under 420. So
And
it's
even with this green candle on the YM, if it closed back over Thursday low, then you can get in with 100 with shit. I don't know what's that's really going on. Feel me? I don't know what that. That's what. Yeah. That's 10. It'll be 5 and 50 anyway on the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, that shit. Listen,
Order filled.
break even already. Yeah, niggas took that. Yeah, break even on the lag already.
Break you in on the lag already.
Points. Yeah, even 50 points. 50 points. So the fucking candle closed. The candle closed and opened at 450. Shit at 515.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not mad at this situation.
Nah, it's just I wish I would have hopped on to get that stop under the previous under the 4 hour low. But that's kind of what it all come down to. For real, I don't really want to treat the lower side breakouts.
Okay.
Like
And I agree with that because it's higher probability on this side.
Yeah, it's high
You know what I'm saying?
probability on that. You know what I mean?
So what was the YM in correlation to the NQ? Which one was leader? Which one was light?
The YM's leading, the NQ's lagging. So the NQ is the one that's in play today. So
Okay.
You put 100 points in the YM,
You probably
might
won't be able to do
get
that.
even a 1-on-1.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so even if we miss this claim and we watch it fulfill the spread, that's going to be the keynote. It's like, I don't want to keep those lower breakouts, like
Okay.
higher breakouts.
Because even if we do in this point right now and treat it the same, the way price is moving, we can wait for it to get back over that structure level. And the story would be
Yeah.
spread 4 hour, hold, close back over the
But then
previous
once
high.
it get there, we just not going to have no, like, our stop's going to be in price, regard wherever we at. Like, yeah, it's going to be under the previous day low,
But that's two things for real. So which
You
one
get
is
what I'm
which
saying?
one is better for us? Price under the zone outside
Stopping
of
it.
price, or price breaking structure? Because
based on
obviously
what,
you can't
based
do
on
both.
what I like, you can't do both. But based on what I like, stop outside of price is what I like.
Is the
more
best
than
thing.
this.
Alright, cool. I'm fine with that.
Stop under lower day is what I like the most.
I'm fine with that.
Over the breaker structure, because that's the niggas who got the nuts is gonna grab that and just put the stop outside of
Where it
price.
needs to be.
Confirmation might be too late today. Confirmation, because you can tell just because it's gonna be so expensive. Like, where you gonna put your stop at? When Nasdaq gets over 25,630, you're not gonna have nowhere to put your stop.
Yeah.
It's no 100 point.
Even for real, that's where even the better position is looking. If Nasdaq's gone, then the better position is looking like the leader. Because if it closes over Thursday low, then you can put your stop under 46.2, and then you can take it. If it's gonna get back in the range, you'll be able to make 50% into the yesterday's range.
Yeah.
You feel me? So
Yeah. Is it that leader just ending up being like a trade to take? Like, we can go in, we can do that and do 1-to-1. You know what I'm saying? And then
Yeah.
have a mind on 1-to-1. You feel me?
yeah.
Because like you might not get it. You know what I'm saying? Or you really might not.
But when you're looking at the leader and the lagger, those are your two options.
Those are your
So
two
you
options.
base it off of what can I afford, right?
Yeah. Based on what you can afford.
Because it's the same trade.
Yeah, and it comes down to like, is it worth taking it? You know what I mean? If we gonna
After
risk
that.
5 for 5, then we looking at a situation where like, okay, is it even worth taking? You get what I mean? Especially because that's when the other factors come in. It's like, yeah, if it was once it, that's what makes the dip under the breakout of the low. It's like that ROI should be high. It's a V-shaped recovery. You
Mhm.
feel me? Now if we going in under the previous day low and we just going 1-to-1, then we probably should kind of leave it. You feel
Yeah.
me? That's kind of what I'm at.
For real, because even with me, the way price just bounced off these lows, if it gets back over Tuesday low, yesterday low, it has the possibility to fill that entire range, and that'll be the breaker structure, and that's really what the run plan calls for. What structure needs to be broken over to correlate with our trade?
Yeah, and that's for sure. Like I said, like it's
And-
gonna
and
give
can
us
you-
confirmation, but I don't think it's gonna give us a place to put the stop. That's just what I think.
'Cause you'll be going off-
we'll be putting. You put that trade on, that stop is gonna be in traffic, bro. And then if you don't do it on the lagger and the leader, then if you do it on the leader, then you're gonna have to take a 1-to-1. That's just what it is. So you're gonna have to be ready to kind of in a mood to take a 1-to-1. Because the leader, the leader's more efficient. Most likely it's gonna do it, but it's gonna be like, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And that might be just what it is. If at the point where we're about to get in and the leader is the only one that's providing where the stop is valid, then it's just like a 1-to-1. And then that's when you decide,
If you
is
wanna-
it
if you
even
wanna
isn't
take
worth
that chance.
Is it even worth taking?
Exactly.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, even with me, it's like for real. This is what you want to see. This is not like a ooh ah. This is like literally bounced off a spread 4 hour structure closed back over yesterday low. That's the only that might be the signal to get into the trade. Anything else might not be a signal to get into the trade.
Yeah, besides that.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you just besides.
Because once it
our signal, that, like, for real, I would be more pro-inf.
because
Oh,
if you
oh,
get a closing candle over Thursday low with a 50-point stop on YM, you get your stop under the yesterday low and Monday low. You're not under the 4 hour low, but think about the story that's being created. You feel me? Bounce.
Yeah.
Bounced off the SL, like even on YM. Spread 4 hour, bounced off so it was a 9-12 long. You feel me? And then price closed back over Wednesday low. Take Wednesday low to the FOMC high, Tuesday low. You feel me? And then we actually got to trade within our rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
That's where
what I'm saying, we decided on the breakout rule. We decided that these V-shaped ones is not gonna be on that. You feel me? Like that's what I kind of thought we decided. Now we kind of
Yeah, I didn't think we
now we kind
decided
of
that.
far away from Like the one thing.
If I
about
thought we
lower-
decided that, I would have grabbed that. I didn't think we decided that.
Well, now we know. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
for real. Now we know. Even if we don't have a trade today, now we know, and now we
Right,
got
now
the
we know,
information
yeah.
why. Because like, bro, that's a V-shaped recovery. Like literally, we could have slammed into
Yeah,
this.
we know now
Had to
because
stop
I'm thinking
way
that.
under.
I'm thinking we in
Nah,
breakout,
yeah.
no trade zone. You feel
Nah,
me?
but nah, that's what literally when I explained it, the breakout knows like we did like we just had a this is a learning moment because what I understood it was, you know how hard I stand on the no breakouts at the top, you know what I mean, but like at the bottom, like this is the scary long that people don't want to take, you know what I mean, and that's why I work, you know what I mean, like this just worked, like this is our trade, this is
Yeah,
this
I
is
would've
our
been
setup
in
right
that
here, this
game,
just worked, you know what I'm saying, but all in all, if we go lower high break confirmation, then you will have a previous day low long. Only thing with me is
I think this
the
is the
stops
better
gonna
trade.
be in traffic. And I'll
But
put it
what's
on.
traffic?
And I'll put it on, but traffic is stopped in price. For real, this is the same thing, bro. Like,
Just because it has made price.
You
But
know it.
once price,
Your stop can't be. Your stop really shouldn't be in this.
even to
This
me,
is like some Austin Silver shit.
based
Like,
off
your
the
stop shouldn't be in this circle. If your stop ends up being in that circle, it can get got. You get what I mean?
yeah, it's possible.
It's
yeah.
possible. It's
Definitely.
We're just talking probability.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
possible.
It's definitely possible, but also just the break back over structure. I don't think it's a good buy until it actually shows that it's a reversal.
Yeah, and then that to me,
Because it's two things.
It's like that. You get in. You can either get in front of it, slam the level, or you can wait for confirmation.
yeah,
based
but
off
that
what all of our
confirmation
leaders
trade
is-
it's a little different because it's just like where do you put your stop? That's not what I'm thinking. It's like
Wednesday
you
low.
buy
You play Wednesday
low.
low.
You play Wednesday low, but then still the Asia low stop is at London low stop is at London low is at 25.42. From 25.626, it's no way you can afford that trade. Because you just can't afford that trade unless you put your stop under 580 for 50 points. You can do that. That closest higher low break is 580.
Yeah,
I
I was
would
the
say
same.
because that's what I wrote down.
Yeah.
NQ closest lower high on NQ is 24.580. So like if you're going that's the stop you can play 580. But that shit is in traffic and it's quite obvious. It's the closest higher low to break. So even with me, it's like I would hope that it just rejects this lower high and then pulls back and then makes a higher low and then we can get in down here. That's what I would like to try to get the stop under 420. But the confirmation trade is still, it might be better. I'm not going to say the confirmation trade not better. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say it's not better.
Yeah, I would say it's better.
Yeah, I just, you know,
Because
you
the price
get what I'm saying
accepted.
about the
No,
stop thing?
I exactly understand what you're
Because
saying
the
about the
reason,
stop
like
thing.
even our
'cause
trade,
whole-
even our trade yesterday, the reason that it was wrong, but the reason it held for 2 hours is because the stop was in an invalid area. It's no invalid area because the price went down and came back up through this. You get what I mean? So it's no invalid area between Wednesday low and the low it made. That area. Now if it gets over Wednesday low and confirms, then you can play stop under Wednesday low. But then now you kind of price is getting, you get what I mean? Now price is getting higher and higher and higher and higher. You know what I mean? So like it's confirmation, but also we're buying at a higher price. Lower day is at 420. You feel me? Like, you're gonna look back on this day at 420. Lower day is gonna look insane.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's gonna look insane.
I can
But
see
it's the
that.
same thing. The trade we said Wednesday low to Monday high. You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at Nasdaq because it's the laggard. So Wednesday low 625 to Monday high 749 could be a trade. Wednesday low 24 625 entry. Break even by Friday low 24 653, and then TP2 at 24 700. TP3 at 24 749. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, but also too, for I do want to keynote that you're only looking at over the top breakouts as a complete note.
Alright, yeah,
We're
that's
looking
what
at
I needed
bottom
because I would
breakouts.
have been in this bitch.
Yeah, but
I'm thinking it was I thought it was a breakout there.
I just don't know how you.
I don't know either. I thought that's what you
Yeah, I
said,
don't
bro.
know how you got that. I really don't know how.
Because
you,
even the last
how you
situation,
grab
we was
that.
looking at buying under a previous day low, and you was like, it's a breakout.
Nah, I did not. I didn't. I swear to God, I didn't.
Nah, we know
missed
now.
Each other. Yeah, we missed each
Yeah,
other.
we missed each other on that. It
Yeah.
caused us to miss this trade. 'Cause I literally
Yeah,
was,
but I was literally saying it. I was literally saying it. the
nah,
whole
but I
time.
thought I was standing on the breakout route.
Nah, but yeah, we just never decided that breakout was on the bottom side. See,
Yeah,
I never said that.
that's what
I
I-
never said that.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I never said that.
I don't know about that one.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, like, I made the rule. I'm telling you, I stood on the rule. I'm telling you, it had
we
nothing
know
to
now,
do.
'cause
It had nothing to do with this V shape that could happen down there. It had nothing to do with that. That could always happen. That's that scary long, and the spread like that is the reason we can buy the scary line. You get what I mean? Other than people like hopping in front of it.
Yeah, we know now.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, 'cause I was. That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
main. That's why I'm even talking about confirmation back over the structure level, because it's like
Nah,
now
yeah,
we're
I
playing a
just
breakout.
Yeah.
That's
nah,
what I'm
nah.
thinking. That's, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah. Nah. Sorry,
Breakout
sorry,
like-
I gave that impression because that's not it.
Yeah, because we've been in this situation before where I
Nah,
was
we
looking
didn't
at
pass.
buying.
I've never passed on this. I've never passed on something like this. I don't like. I mean, I might.
Okay,
Like,
I'm on.
you know, that's. I mean, unless we remember it different. I've never passed on something like this.
Yeah, I'm on there. Shit.
Yeah, because we decided like probably about 3 weeks ago when we had the. Like we haven't even had this. It's the first time this has happened. Like this month type shit. This kind of close over 580. I'll take 580.
Initial cloud deal since March. Latest edition shows a deepening relationship between the two companies. The announcement follows major updates to OpenAI. What is this? Infrastructure, Stargate, blah, blah, blah. Combined capacity, blah, blah, blah. Okay, then the rest is really just a reiteration. Bosch. The time frames, okay, most of these 13K jobs will be mostly in Germany. Mostly in Germany between now and 2030. So the Bosch cuts are really going to get spread out over time. That's not going to be the greatest of concerns now. Okay. All right. Then, let's see what we have here. That was, okay, here's more Goolsby, because he had a chat this morning. Goolsby, we're pretty far over the skis in business investment into AI. What does Goolsby know? It's not a bubble. Pretty far over the skis in terms of business investment into AI. AI adoption has not, by businesses, has not been as big as you think. Okay, that's a big deal from Goolsby there. You know, he's basically making the argument is that, like, you know, you might think everybody's using AI. Wrong, is his take. A little nervous that the Genius Act, one thing counts as a safe asset is uninsured bank deposits. Okay. That's an interesting crypto note, because I have some other crypto notes that I want to touch on later too, including what Jeffrey Gunlock had to say. But Goolsby from Fed, Genius Act provisions include that uninsured bank deposits are considered safe. Now that's very interesting. I'm gonna see if there's any legislative text we can find on that. So let's see. Text determine Genius Act. Okay. There we go. Cool. So I'll make a note on that, and I'll come back to that. Then we have Goolsby short term. What's most worrying is that inflation rises persistently. Right. This is what we don't want the Fed to be yapping about. Most worried about inflation rising persistently. Optimistic we're on a golden path. Trump card. Optimistic we're on a golden path, says Goolsby. U.S., let's see here. Google's begging for some changes from the Supreme Court on the App Store. Where's the Bowman talk? Because Bowman had some yapping this morning as well. And that's what I want to find. And then Schmidt had some yapping too. So Schmidt and Bowman both yapped. And then obviously we got some data. Fed. Okay, here we go. Bowman says tariffs will have a one-time price impact. Bowman says fragile job market justifies more cuts. Okay, so there's really a mix here, right? I mean, consider the Fed here. So you have Fed. We're gonna rank these people on, you know, today on hawkish to most weenie. So most weenie is Myron, obviously, but then we also have Bowman today. So Bowman, she wants cuts. Tariffs will, man, if it weren't for tariffs, on-time price impact, and then appropriate to shift to jobs focus versus inflation, and more cuts. She calls for, we're within range of 2%, and Bowman says the labor market is more fragile than expected, sees more cuts justified. Okay. Schmid, oh, it's Schmid, not Schmidt. Schmid, another Fed one from Kansas City, says, let's see, Myron, Schmid, any push to narrow the Fed's role of supervision, this has to do with supervision, that's fine. Schmid, inflation remains too high, labor market still in balance. Okay. Labor market still in balance. All right. Got some Starbucks layoffs. Myron, policies too restrictive. Like to adjust quickly. So we should adjust quickly. We should adjust quickly. I mean, he's basically like begging for emergency cuts almost. But he doesn't think we're about to fall off the cliff though with the labor market. So nobody thinks the labor market's going to fall off a cliff. Doesn't think labor will fall off a cliff. So what's interesting about that is if it does, not a single Fed member is prepared for it. You know, layoffs basically. So if all of a sudden we get a surge in layoffs, like none of the Fed is ready for it. Now I think the Fed is under the impression that who cares, like then we'll just cut rapidly. But the problem is then they'll prove their nickname too late. So that's the issue. So, you know, I'll make a note of that. You know, Fed, because that's their playbook, right? They'll just cut to zero. You know, we'll go back. Let's see. We'll go back to ZERP, and it'll be too late. Who will win? Honestly, lenders, real estate companies, etc. You know, that's my opinion. Okay, interesting. All right, what else from the Fed? Goolsby, huge population shrinking. Okay, this is, Myron. Economists need to be more humble about expectations for AI. Daily, evidence tariffs will have a one-time price impact. Daily says recession risk right now is very low. So I'll put her right here. Daily. Recession risk very low. Don't see stagflation around the corner. Don't see... Man, I hate this keyboard setup. Don't see inflation or stagflation. Okay, that's good to know too. Around the corner. And then Goolsby says labor data really just shows moderate cooling. Labor data shows moderate cooling. You know, he's probably less hawkish than Schmid or Daily, because Daily doesn't want to see a further softening. So I'll put him right here. Does not want more softening in labor. Doesn't want more softening in labor. All right. And then Myron, I'm probably more sanguine on growth than others at the Fed. Okay. So, Myron, more sanguine on growth than others at the Fed. This is all from this morning. I mean, this is just like an insane amount of tariff speak. I see shelter inflation coming down. Okay. Shelter inflation will keep coming.
Maybe it's a bridge loan, maybe your rate just sucks. Either way, your loan's ballooning, and so is the pressure.
Need to lower your payment? Tap into equity. We've got options, and our fees stay lean.
Refinancing shouldn't feel like a second job. Here at The Lender, we handle everything from origination to funding, all in-house. Whatever your reason, refinancing with The Lender is simple, fast, and built for investors. Your exit plan starts here.
Being the largest automotive retailer in Florida and family owned and operated means Morgan Auto Group has the selection you need, the options you want, and the service you deserve. From our home in Tampa down to Southwest.
And policy quite restrictive. Let's see. Bowman says banks shouldn't have to merge, need to scrutinize bank assets, lighter touch to supervision. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so that's a lot of intel there from the Fed. Now, we should also consider some of the data. This morning we had you know, GDP for Q2 come in high. Mind you, GDP Q2 is April, May, June. So we're revising up that period of time where everybody was trying to get ahead of tariffs. You know, a lot of pull forward here. Potentially, that's a risk factor. You had, let's see here, continuing claims came in lower as well. So that was good. The jobs, the unemployment claims numbers today were actually good. That's why yields went up too. Continuing claims down to 1926, 6K, under expectations, though prior revised up 8K. Okay, whatever. We also got some of the other economic data here suggesting, what is this? Capital good orders for August were great. Capital good orders August up 0.6% versus 0 expected, and 0.8% prior, down from 1.1. These are actually still very good capital orders numbers here. Capital good orders ex defensive. So that's, you know, it's probably still your AI build out right here. This is good. And then when you look at durables, which could be like appliances or whatever, you know, washing machines, dishwashers, you've got durables ex transportation up 0.4 versus 0 expected. That's bullish. And then I know CarMax is taking a big dumpster dive today, but 2.9, or sorry, or with durables with transportation skyrocket up 2.9% versus negative 0.3% expected, though coming out of a hole of negative 2.7 last month. And then retail and wholesale inventories, they were actually flat to slightly down. Wholesale inventories negative 2, retail inventories 0. And then of course we had the GDP numbers, which were revised Q2s. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot this morning. None of this like really a smoking gun of data, but it's enough data to say, hey, yeah, no, like yields up, and then the Fed at the same time, they're not like really trying to promise us another rate cut. And so what you're finding is, in combination of all of this data, so hotter data, weaker unemployment claims, and a Fed speak for no rush to cut, except Myron, is leading estimates for rate cuts to fall. So is leading markets to price in only 1.57 cuts by end of year. So like this really amplifies how important that data is going to be next week on jobs. And that's why, you know, there was probably some nervousness. Oh, wow, NVIDIA, let's freaking go.
Gain the lead.
NVIDIA, wow, this is fantastic. What a freaking rocket. Like, market's coming right back. Yeah, that's impressive. So, okay, let's see here. Okay. Good. Somebody here says, guess who had calls on NVIDIA? Did you have calls on NVIDIA? Congrats if you did. Let's see here. Somebody, Wayne in the chat writes, you can make 10x what the course costs. Quit playing and buy the course. Oh, thank you for that. Wayne writes, so worth it. The course is on point. Today, in conjunction with what he said in the course on top of his comment that the market seemed to be done with the big dump, I bought calls and they still print. Let's freaking go. That's awesome. I'm really happy for you. That's great. Okay, so we're going to do a little recap here in just a moment of, well, sort of like everything that's going on. But I want to quickly see what some of the suits are saying about all of this. Let's see. So, Yeah, Google asked U.S. Supreme Court to freeze App Store injunction on Epic Games. Okay. Alright. And then, what is this? YouTube issues statement claiming it's still against company community guidelines for previously terminated users to create other channels. Oh, okay, to try to get around their stuff. Well, yeah. Okay. All right, cool. That's totally reasonable. That they're saying that. But I'm not a big fan of anybody getting banned. Okay, so treasury yields move higher after 10. The very nature of equity trading. Okay, that's that. Reverse repo. Market still has good data. Initial market reactions to Thursday's data suggest we're still operating in a world where assets fall on good news and rise on bad news due to the importance of rate cut bets. Yeah, but I mean, it's still a good thing. Like, broadly, this is good. You know, this is sort of like good news is bad news, but it's only for the sake of rate cuts, right? So, let's see here. Let's write that down. Hot data makes markets nervous due to rate cut adjustments at open. That's not a surprise. Okay, let's see here. Resilient U.S. economy, fuel more dollar upside. Traders take December rate cut bets off the table. We've got morning data delivers higher yields. Dollar pops. Yeah, bullish dollar, you know. Honestly, potentially, I wonder how gold is reacting to this. Let's see here. Gold and dollar. Gold's flat. I'm surprised. So, dollar and gold. So, the dollar goes up. Dollar up due to expectations. Rates will stay higher, right, for longer. And then this could be supportive of gold as well. This could also be supportive of gold as the risks of a Fed mistake rise. As the risks of a Fed mistake rise. Okay. Reasonable. All right, there we go. Okay. Then... Okay. That's the latest suit commentary. Good. Update. Qs now and 50 bips. Okay, cool. Now we're gonna break down everything that we went through. I also want and some more, but I also want to remind you, you know, all of this that we typed out here, it literally just goes into the Meet Kevin app. Every time I demonstrate this, I feel like I should like change the color because people don't like the green, so whatever. But you could get the data here, and I think it's really cool because like all that sort of commentary is in the Meet Kevin app under data. And then if you're a course member, you get the alpha report in the stocks tab as well. You know, so buy sell alerts or, you know, the fundamental analysis. We just started using the stocks tab, which is really great because you could sort by ticker. Oh, it's like the greatest thing ever. We love it. So very excited about that. Okay, so now take a peek here. What else? What else? What else? What else? We have Goldman Sachs downgrades copper supply after Grasberg mine disruption. I need to refresh this. Scott. Okay. Here are the Q's and do's. And let's give this a refresh of doozles. Okay, so U.S. government shutdown fears drag Ether below 4K. Starbucks CEO deepens restructuring. We did see that they're gonna close underperforming stores. 6 quarters of sales declines. Yeah, we know. Okay. What else? Cointelegraph, let's see, finance, set time, that's fine. That's an interview. Intel shares, obviously rise on the Apple talk. Although it's just talk right now, we'll see where it goes. You know, it's a great way to win favor from Donald Trump, though. You know, like buying Intel. So there's a real potential of enthusiasm there. Okay. All right. So Treasury couldn't quite hit 420. Okay, good. All right, let's recap this because this was a lot of data. So let's go. Oh, you can see my coffee mug here. That's funny. I was wondering. I'm like, what is that? I see that in the screen. I'm like, huh. You know what I really ought to do? I'll change that later. Yeah, you make too many changes while you're live, you're just gonna end up breaking something. Here's the Disney one. Can't even really see the logo of it. That doesn't matter. All right. Cheers, y'all. Okay, let's get cooking. Okay. And now I'll add like a lot of obviously commentary. Let's get into it. Well, the Federal Reserve is continuing to poop on the expectation that markets should get 3 full rate cuts, including the one that we just got. And now we're pricing in just 1.5 rate cuts. Why? Well, because past data is pretty good, and most members at the Fed are telling us we's good. We don't need to rush down. But there are some calling for emergency cuts, and it's not just Myron, or at least calling for more rapid cuts. We've got to talk about that and sort of balance all of this out with companies still laying off. Bosch cutting 13,000 jobs, though most of that is happening in Germany. The economy is still globally connected, and it makes you wonder what's going on, because you've also got CarMax plummeting off a cliff, Starbucks announcing $1 billion in restructuring, store closings, and about 900 corporate layoffs. That's on top of the 1,100 corporate layoffs they just did. And it's starting to make people wonder, is the economic data good because of a big old pull forward earlier this year, or is this a continuation of hopefully a soft landing? Because when CarMax is down 23% on top of already being on a massive downtrend, I mean, look at this. This is literally like the meme where it's like, and it's gone. Like, this is like a rug pull on CarMax is what this looks like. It's terrible. So how do we reconcile all of this? What's being said in that earnings call? What are they talking about? And what is CarMax doing with consumers right now? Is there potentially a red flag there? Well, we got to touch on all of that. I do want to make a quick note that in the course member live stream this morning, we killed it, okay? We called this double bottom and said, go bullish. It's why I was late to the public open live stream this morning. And you've got folks in the chat who are saying things that are very nice. So I appreciate y'all. So some of you saying things like, hey, the course pays for itself 10x. What you said this morning on the bottom, nailed it. My calls are printing. Here, Wayne says, so worth it. Course is on point today in conjunction with what he said, where the market seemed to be done with the big dump this morning. I bought calls and they're still printing. Thanks for saying that, Wayne. That was really nice of you. So really cool. I mean, it was a great day for the Meet Kevin Alpha report. And keep in mind, that's something we've been doing over the last few days is we set up sort of the expectations for the day. But then this morning, I walked everyone through this drop. And my expectation was the worst we were going to go was negative 100 basis points. And when we pulled through that, I said,
Volume, watch volumes. We rejected VWAP, and you can watch this. This is recorded. Like, I'm not just like rewriting history here. You can watch me say this. I go, this is a very weak reject of VWAP. I bet you we will have another stab up, and we will be breaking straight through to the upside. And sure enough, we formed a double bottom, and it was straight up. We did all of that technical analysis live, and we even bought the dip. So we're down in this area. So if you're not part of the Meet Kevin membership yet, check it out. Remember, you get all the top 10 stocks to buy, the private live streams, the alpha report when I send trade alerts, the everything. Pay once, you get lifetime access. With all that out of the way, let's get into this data. So look, we have a list of Fed members who spoke this morning. Mitt tells us that inflation is still too high and the labor market is still in balance. That is probably the worst thing the Fed could say right now, because obviously the labor market is weakening, but they're choosing to look at signals that are, how should I put it, less desirable, because they're looking at just broad unemployment rates and unemployment claims. That's what markets are doing right now. Markets are saying, hey, but Kevin, unemployment claims this morning came in fine, and continuing claims were fine. This is true, but this is also some of the most noisy data we could look at. And this is where the concern is that the Fed is going to make a massive policy mistake. Initial claims this morning, 218 versus 233, expected 232 on the prior. Continuing claims were down 6K, although the prior was revised up 8K. So, this is noisy data. I mean, 2 weeks ago, we had horrible unemployment claims, and then the state of Texas, who's basically a Trump shill, is like, oh, that was only because of fraud. Oh, okay, one time out of nowhere, all of a sudden that 1 week, oh yeah, that was only high because of fraud. Whatever. So the data that people are paying attention to, specifically the Fed, a lot of the Fed members, I worry is going to prove that the Fed will end up being too late. And the biggest thing that I pay attention to regularly are updates to that 27 weeks long-term unemployed level, because it says that these people have been unemployed so long that they're not even being counted as unemployed anymore. If you added these people to the long-term unemployed, or to the current unemployment rate, the current unemployment rate would be substantially higher. In addition to that, we've actually seen the labor force participation rate come down. And if the labor force participation rate stabilizes back up and we get higher layoffs, we're going to be in a very rapid 5 to 6% unemployment rate almost overnight. And the Fed is going to be blind to it. This is the labor force participation rate. You can see that we did have a downtrend post the financial crisis. But look at what's recently happened here post-COVID. You had this big push up in the labor force participation rate. And since 2025, the end of 24, beginning of 25, you've seen this drop. I think this drop is a little easier to see if we go to the quarterly data, just because it's going to smooth this out a little more. See this drop right here? If this drop normalizes back up to where we were over here, we're going to see the unemployment rate skyrocket. And this is what, in my opinion, the Fed is blind to right now. Again, you had Schmid this morning tell you, hey, the labor market is in balance. Inflation is still too high. Goolsbee says, hey, whoa, we got to be careful about front-loading cuts because we don't want inflation to take off and end up proving to be more persistent. And we're optimistic. We're on a golden path here. Oh, that's great. Now the Fed is talking about a golden path. Like, everything's gilded, I guess. Everything's fine. But labor market data shows, per Goolsbee, moderate cooling. But Daly clarifies this. And she's like, look, we don't really see a recession right now. Stagflation doesn't seem like it's around the corner, but we don't really want any more softening in the labor market. We just want it to stop. We had literally like 4 speeches this morning. It was insane. So I'm giving you the TLDR here. Bowman says tariffs will have a one-time price impact, but it's appropriate to shift to focus on jobs versus inflation because we're within the range, the flexible inflation range of 2%. And the labor market might be more fragile than expected. And therefore, we should justify more cuts now. But she's in the minority. See, Bowman and Myron, they're in the minority of emergency cuts or at least rapid cuts now, not going to zero. but get rapidly off of that restrictive level so you stop causing more damage to the labor market. I think they're both right. I think Bowman and Myron are right that we should be lower. We should be at like maybe a 2 or 2.5% rate for a Fed funds rate instead of a 4 where we sit now, so we can hope to minimize some more of that damage to the labor market. Because remember what you're seeing at CarMax, and this is really important. So go back to, dude, the freaking Q's calls keep printing. That's what we called that double bottom lies in the course member live stream this morning. I'm so happy about that. I'm so happy about, well, I'm not, I mean, I bought the dip too, but I'm so happy that we were able to pull that off in the Meet Kevin membership this morning, live. I'm like, watch it go straight up from here. And it did on a double bottom. This is great. So congrats to all of those of you in the Meet Kevin membership. But anyway, understand what CarMax said this morning. CarMax said that in their analyst earnings call, we looked at sort of the live transcript of it because the earnings call was going on this morning while we were in the Meet Kevin membership. And CarMax was saying, hey guys, listen, yeah, we know we're getting into more subprime loans, but we're trying to remain competitive here, guys. Okay, hold on a second. That's really bad, okay? That's really bad. I mean, yesterday we did a video talking about Tricolor and, you know, the other auto group, these bankruptcies coming in the autos. That's not good, but it could be because, you know, people are getting deported and the companies could have just sucked, right? But now CarMax is telling you guys, look, we're going to cut SG&A to get margins up. Don't worry, it's not going to affect our advertising, but
All right, guys, after turn my boy down. After much deliberation, guys, we are in the NQ longs. We did get our spread 4 hour to the upside. Signal and everything down here in this area, but price was trading under yesterday's low, broken out to the downside. Me and my partner came to the consensus that the V-shaped recoveries, when price breaks out to the downside and makes these V-shapes, we got to be all over them. So we did miss that entry down there. Price did try to take over Wednesday low zone, yesterday low. So we're banking based off this last 15-minute candle with price closing over Wednesday low. We took the position right here and seeing if we can take price through yesterday's range. Just have a nice range trade. But pretty much we're all set for the day. About 540 risks on this trade and about 3 accounts. And that's it, man. One loser draw. We did process to the T, followed all our rules, and came into agreement. So if we lose this, it's an A+ on process, nigga. Dead ass. So I'm about to take a little break, stretch my legs, smoke a little paper. We here, guys. Trade safe. I'm gonna let my boy Kevin get this news out. We here, boys. Love y'all. Alright, guys. 1 second here. Alright, family. We in the trade. Gonna go ahead and let this play out. Bust the old TJR. So I'm not staring at this shit and gonna make a mistake. So like I said, NASDAQ Wednesday low longs based off the signal on the 4 hour. Yeah, that's it, man. We let this play out and I'll update you guys on the trade when we tap back in tomorrow. Same time, same place. Appreciate everybody that's been watching the content, tapping into the Discord. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment. And shout out my boy Boss behind the boards. We're here tomorrow. Let's go, man. Trade safe.
Ooh.